Hey everyone, Flash is my friend here with another Persona 5 The Phantom X video. I will be going over Wind 14 through 17 in this one, and 3-starring them. I put it on 1.5 times speed to get through it a little quicker. I'll show my builds at the end as well, but yeah, I'm just using Fleuret and Sepia, along with Mona here as my team for most of it. If it goes to one element, you'll see I'll switch. Got Dionysus here, along with Cert for Marakunda, and I have Norn here for, he can apply Windswept and Defense Down for Fleuret, or he could just do shielding. Nothing too crazy. I also have all in for just better shields if I need them. So, and I just open with skill 1. Again, it's better to single target if you can. I go lucky crit on. I'm always gonna lucky punch the curse weak enemy because I'm always gonna windswept the wind weak enemy and lucky punch the curse weak enemy because I have 2 wind attackers but only 1 curse attacker. Obviously, it's pretty unfortunate that Sepia goes down right away, but I wasn't too worried about it because Mona will revive him with the highlight. So. That's what I do. I just go ahead and res him real quick there. And then I already applied Revolution turn 1, so Wind Barrier now. It's never too late. And go for that skill 3. With Fleuret, my strategy is mostly just spam skill 3 on wind-swept enemies. And I'm just going for all out attacks here. It's a lot of points and a lot of damage because my team is not the strongest. So I need the extra damage. Sepia just barely survives there. I'm actually going to speed this up even more. I feel like it's still pretty slow, so we'll put it on 2 times. If it feels like it's getting too fast, I'll slow it back down. Here, Wonder's just maintaining the buffs. Now we go to Marakunda. The reason I don't put up the shield is because I plan to put up the big shield puppet there. We already had 2 stacks of seashells, so 4 would give us the damage bonus, but here I'm just trying not to die, so. And then Fleuret's highlight. And with Mona, I'm just alternating between Windswept and Lucky Punch so he can build chivalry stacks and heal the team. And with Sepia, I'm just alternating skill 1 and 3. I don't use the AoE skill very often. I don't think the healing stacks are very useful, and only one of them is weak to curse anyway, so. Well, only one of them is only weak to curse. The other one I can get down with wind anyway, so. And the windswept still applies the defense down, so. And Sepia, as you can see with his follow-up attack, can actually do a little bit of damage. I mean, he's not the strongest DPS or anything, but there's 14 right there. Wasn't so bad. Nothing crazy. So here I'm going to change the team because it's only Curse Week here, so. Because it's only Curse Week and I only have 1 Curse attacker, I'm going to try to hyper buff him with Leon, and then I switched my Navigator to Wind for the extra down gauge breaking because I only have 1 person who can break it. I mean, I have Mona's Lucky Punch if I want to gamble on that. And I will every other turn anyways, just because of the alternations, but. So, yep. Here I do use the AoE because he's the only wind attacker. I need to do curse damage to both in order to get these all-out attacks in. So it's not optimal in terms of damage, but I think it's optimal in terms of getting more all-out attacks to kill faster. So it is optimal in terms of damage, but not from his actual attacks. I think the all-out attacks just out-damage him personally. So I did make a little bit of a mistake. I brought Yana Stick here instead of Cert, so I only had access to single target defense down rather than um, the multi defense down. But the reason I had done that was because I initially thought I would try to focus one down at a time, but I had tried that in previous runs, and he just can't kill fast enough either. So yeah, Mona will get the knockdown with the crit, and we'll get another all-out attack that gets rid of one of them, and then getting rid of the other one's easy. We still have 7 actions left. Nothing crazy. Yep, just use his highlight to buff his attack even more. And now Yanosik, Surakunda, and Mark can go on this one. Here we're just kind of using it to use it. Her abilities, I mean, we already have the kill here. And a skill 3 will finish the job. And that's 15, nothing crazy. Again, this is the same setup I had in the first one. So, in terms of Wonder in the team, so we had Fleuret and we have one Curse Week, one Wind Week. So we're just splitting the, and Mona will just alternate his targets because Windswept and to build Chivalry stack, so he'll hit the Wind one with Wind and then the Curse Week one with Lucky Punch, so he can help both sides out. And that follow up from Sumi really helps as well. Really helps to get those extra curse attacks in. Makes me not need Wind at all. So, and yep, Mona will just heal here, and then yeah. Again, Fleuret's gameplay is I like using him, but I mean it's just spam skill 3. Every now and then you might need to use skill 1 to build his own, put his own Windswept on, but that's why I bring Mona, so I don't have to do that. I go for the big shield with Puppet again without being able to get the extra damage boost, just because I'm just trying to survive here. I only have 8 ally actions, so I'm trying to get as many buffs on my team and debuffs on the enemy as I can, so Marakunda there. And that knocks him down. And then allows me to get another all-out attack before they go. And you saw those extra strikes are because the enemy is windswept, so he has more rage strike stacks. And yeah, just alternating skill 1 and skill 3. Again, I don't use the AoE if I don't have to. With Sepia. And yep, just go for that. Knockdown that kills. And then here, you just go for a windswept for the defense down. Wonder's weakness attack doesn't get you bonus points, but it lets Fleuret kill faster. And finally, we'll go to 17. Now here I go for a similar team to the curse one. This one's only Wind Week, so I go with Wind. And there's only one enemy, so I'm not too worried about survival, although she does hit hard. So I go with Fleuret, Leon, and Mona. And then, yeah, I'm just going to alternate abilities with Mona, both of which should be able to take down her down gauge, especially with Wind. And then I'm just going to be spamming skill 3 with Fleuret. Leon, I typically go the skill 2, skill 3 rotation. I have heard it's better to start with skill 3, but I think that's more for like Guild Boss and SOS where you have a limited number of rounds. So it's better to get an extra tick of the Ultimate Booster where you don't have the full buff than to just get less of them overall. But in this mode, the shield is serving 2 purposes. It's helping me survive, especially round 1, and then it also is still serving the rotation as well. So I don't really deviate from the skill 3 rotation unless I feel like I'm really dying. Sometimes I'll spam skill 2, but usually in those cases, you're kind of behind anyway. So. Here I go for a shield for the team. I'm a little bit worried because, as I said, she does hit hard, but we're getting pretty close to killing her. I think I'll be able to kill her pretty soon, so I'm not as worried anymore. I go for the crit there. Unfortunately whiffs, but since we have wind, we can get through this down gauge pretty quickly. Here I'm just trying to brute force it with Wonder. See, I just go for just enough to take down the down gauge so that Fleuret can get the knockdown, and then we can go for the all-out attack. It's just short of killing, but I was lucky enough to have one more cycle left. And here I'm just going to spam everyone's abilities, but I'm just going to make Fleuret get the final hit or I guess I make Mona get the final hit, sorry. And I just make Mona get the final hit there. And that's all there is to that one. Again, I'll show you my builds now. All right, so here are the builds that I was using for my wind trials. I have this in 1.5 times speed. I tried to linger a lot on the things so people could read it. But here's Wonder's schemas. I have almost everything done except the defense there. I'm not really using Wonder offensively here. Here's Wind's builds. Just level 70 weapon, level 70 wind with level 6 skills. Nothing revolutionary there. I did farm for her set a little bit just to get her on the right set, but her cards themselves aren't really good or even worth leveling up. As you can see, I didn't level up any except the speed one. So then we go to Mona here. Yep. And there's, sorry. So there's, oops, well, that 30 seconds was a little bit much, huh? Okay, so yeah, level 70 weapon. Level 20 cards. Level 10 here in the purple. Crit rate. It's a blue crit rate level 10 card because I just don't have another crit rate on love. And his skills are 666, just like Wind. Fleuret here, level 74 star weapon, level 70 Fleuret. His cards are leveled up because I want him to do damage, so. Crit multiplier attack. I just want him to crit hard. 166. I didn't even have his AoE leveled up before, but I thought I could use it in some earlier trials, but it didn't end up needing it. Level 64 star weapon for Leon, and then level 6 or level 8 skill 3, level 6 skill 2, and I didn't even level up his skill 1. I think it's like level 2. And his cards are just not leveled either, so. Yeah, 8, 8, and 2, so. And yeah, and then finally Sepia's build is level 70 4-star weapon, level 70 here. 666. I only leveled that up for the levels where they're only curse weak and I need to take out a lot of enemies, the AoE skill. And his cards are semi-leveled up, but they aren't good, so I didn't want to really commit to leveling them up all the way. And yeah, so that's it, everyone. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video or found it useful in some way. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this or different videos in the comments below. And I hope you have a good day, night, or afternoon, wherever you are.